Hey guys, it's Mr. Mini Painter, and in this tutorial I'll be painting Catwoman, or Selina Kyle, from the Batman Gotham City Chronicles game by Monolith. Equal parts thief, vigilante, anti-hero, Catwoman's miniature really reflects her sleek and agile nature with her iconic whip and tight-fitting suit that make her instantly recognizable. Her design is all about smooth, glossy textures contrasted with the subtle highlights, which makes her a lot of fun to paint, but a challenge. So I'm going to take you step by step through priming, shading, contrast, highlighting, etc. and focusing on techniques to achieve a convincing black leather and sharp details. We'll also be touching on how to bring out her goggles and other accessories that really stand out against the dark tones of her suit. So get your paint ready. It's time to bring Gotham's most famous cat burglar to life on the tabletop. So Catwoman is a miniature that is, and a character that is mainly black. So how are we going to make that black look interesting? It's a latex black suit, well, it's supposed to be. So we're gonna try and add some reflections to it. And to do so, I'm starting with a mixture of Storm Vermin Fur and Abaddon Black. Storm Vermin Fur is kind of a brown-gray, which I really thought suited the Catwoman. So not just any plain grays or whatever. And what I'm doing here is picking out some larger areas, some of those raised areas, the shoulders, the calves. Her butt, of course. The shoulder blades. You get the idea. So the larger top areas. With these kind of miniatures, you have to figure out where the light is coming from before you can start highlighting. It's weird to start highlighting from a certain angle and do it in a different angle on the other side of the model. So when you're focusing on a light source from the top, stick to that. Second step, I'm using pure Storm Vermin Fur. And again, focusing on the top of the suit, and I'm decreasing the area in which I am painting, adding some definition here and there to the muscles. And a great way to do so is to outline your brightest parts with the color you're highlighting with, and from there to kind of blend it together, thin down your paint with just some plain water, and pull your paint from the darkest towards the brightest part. That way you get a nice transition from dark to bright or bright to dark with these paints in a very easy way. Otherwise it's just hard lines, and you want it to have a kind of smooth transition, don't you? Now Catwoman is a dark character, dark as in colors. And I wanted to keep her kind of dark. So I'm highlighting with some administratum gray, but just some tiny areas. And it might seem a bit bright now, but it's because I'm filming with a lamp above my miniature. In the final shot you can see that she's really nice and dark, but those highlights really work out. Next step is some gold details. Liberator gold I used is a kind of nice and bright gold, not too yellowy. There is a large buckle on her belt that I'm painting. She has this ring just below her chin, some tiny detail. There are some belts, buckles on her shoes or boots. And the rim of her glasses I painted with this gold as well. And her fingernails, the claws. It's a nice tiny detail. It adds some color to it. So don't forget those glasses, but just the rim of the glasses. Now we're going to paint the glass part itself with grey night steel, And I love this because it's kind of a bluish gray steel metal look. It's reflective, it has a hint of glass in there, like a reflective glass. Some Canoptic Ally I used to highlight those gold parts. And with a dry brush I painted the whip, just focusing on the top areas and leave the bottom shaded as it were. Again, this might look very bright, but it's because of the light above. It's reflecting. The base I painted with Mechanica Standard Grey. I then went over it with some Nuln Oil. Make sure to let that dry in the meanwhile. And for now I'm painting the face, the final part, with Night Questor Flesh. It's just a tiny part of face, just the bottom half is showing. So it's from the nose down. This is a bit out of focus, but she has some teeth showing, which I painted with Palette Witch Flesh. I did it before finishing the face, and I added some lipstick to it by using Galvorbeck Red. That really also helps to define those teeth. And then I'm continuing to highlight the face with some Kislev Flesh in 2 or 3 stages. First, outline the areas you want highlighted, and then do the same process as we did with the grays, kind of blending it with water and pulling it towards each other. Final step is with some Administratum Grey and a dry brush, paint over the base, and do the same thing with some Grey Sear. And that concludes this short tutorial for Catwoman. She looks amazing, and I love how those highlights on black and grey turned out. The gold details that really stand out from the rest, since it's the only color in there basically. And her glasses, her signature glasses. Now if you like these kind of videos, please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, as I'll be making a lot more videos and I'll keep you notified about them. For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was of any help to you guys, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!